Welcome to the PADI Open Water course, Confined Training Dive 2. From proper weighting to neutral buoyancy, becoming snorkel specialists, masters of the mask, and more. In this video, we will guide you through everything you need to excel in your second confined water dive, bringing you one step closer to conquering a whole new world. If you haven't already, prepare your weight system as determined with your instructor, and set up your equipment: BCD, regulators, mask, snorkel, and fins. With a buddy, get into your gear and complete your pre-dive safety checks. If you need a refresher on equipment setup or buddy checks, you can watch our complete guide to Confined Water 1. Or watch these videos here on our channel. Before going underwater, we will learn a new water entry technique, adjust for proper weighting at the surface, and then become masters of the snorkel skills. In our first dive, we entered shallow water. Now it's time to step things up a notch and learn our first deep water entry. The Giant Stride is your passageway to the underwater world, and it is one of the most common deep water entries. Let's break it down step by step and get you into the water safely. First, put on your mask. Make sure there is a comfortable seal around the mask. With the inflator hose, add a small amount of air into the BCD. Carefully step forward. Place your toes to the edge. Make sure the area is clear by looking all around you and to the water below. Place the regulator in your mouth and breathe normally. With your left hand, hold onto your weight belt buckle. With your right hand, hold your regulator and mask in place. Look straight ahead. When you're ready, take a big step forward into the water. Once you are in the water, use your left hand to locate your LPI and use the inflator button to fully inflate the BCD. To save your air, switch from the regulator to your snorkel. Signal that you are okay and swim away to clear the area for the next diver. If you want to perfect your buoyancy, you'll need to begin by having the correct amount of weight. How much weight you need can be determined by doing a buoyancy check on the surface and adjusting your weights as needed. With your regulator in, inhale and hold a normal breath of air. You don't want your lungs to be filled completely, just a regular breath. Now with your left hand, elevate the LPI and release all the air from the BCD. Make sure it is fully deflated. While holding in that normal breath, you should be floating at eye level, not sinking and not floating completely on the surface. This means you have the correct amount of weight. You can add or remove weights as needed to get to eye level. Now, if you were to breathe out, you would begin to sink. Doing this buoyancy check at the surface is the only time that you can hold your breath when you're in scuba. Remember that the most important rule of diving is to never hold your breath. You can repeat this weight check at the end of your dive when you have less air in the tank, giving you a more comprehensive understanding of your buoyancy and weight requirements. We are almost ready to go underwater. But first, there are 3 snorkel skills we will master at the surface: snorkel clearing, snorkel regulator exchange, and snorkel swimming with a buddy. How can you easily remove water from inside of your snorkel? Let's look at it on the surface first. With a little bit of water in the snorkel, you can easily remove it by quickly using a strong exhale to blast the water out. So now, let's take a look at this same principle underwater. Take a breath in, put your face in the water, and place the snorkel in your mouth. With the snorkel in, simply exhale forcefully, and resume normal breathing. Now, keeping your face in the water, you should be able to remove your snorkel. Remember to blow bubbles and never hold your breath. Replace the snorkel in your mouth and clear the water. The snorkel regulator exchange builds on 2 previously learned skills: snorkel clearing, and the regulator clearing skill from Confined Water Dive 1. Start with your snorkel in and face in the water. Remove the snorkel with your left hand. Remember to always blow bubbles. With the regulator in your right hand, place it into your mouth. Clear the water from the regulator and resume normal breathing. When ready, locate the snorkel again with your left hand. Remove the regulator and replace the snorkel in your mouth. With the snorkel in, clear it by blasting the water out with a strong exhale, and then resume normal breathing. You'll need to do this exchange 2 times, so it's a great opportunity to practice both methods of regulator clearing. On your second regulator exchange, clear it by pressing the purge button on the front of the regulator. It's important that you do both of these exchanges without lifting your face from the water. Finally, it's time to swim for 50 meters with a buddy while using the snorkel. Wearing your scuba gear, put your snorkels in. When you're ready, put your face in the water and begin to swim together. It's important that you stay close together during this swim. Breathe consistently, inhaling and exhaling fully and completely. Stay close to each other and keep communicating as you swim together. You're going to do this swim for 50 meters, breathing through your snorkel the entire time. Now it's time to go underwater and continue our dive. In our previous dive, we learned the controlled descent and how to equalize our ears. Now we will learn the 5-step method divers complete before descending. This is the 5-point descent, following the acronym SORTD, sorted. Begin with your snorkels in. The first step is signal. Signal OK to go down. Step 2 is orientation. Check the surface and all around you for things like the shore or your boat. And check below you to make sure you're safe to descend. Step 3 is regulator. Switch from your snorkel to your regulator. Step 4 is time, and you're checking the start time of your dive. Step 5 is descend. With your left hand, elevate your low pressure inflator hose. Deflate the BCD and begin your descent. Remember to equalize as soon as you are underwater, and continue equalizing frequently, early and often before you feel discomfort. Keep checking in with each other and make sure that you're okay once you have completed the descent. Now we will learn neutral buoyancy, rise and fall using LPI inflation. Begin by elevating your LPI and fully deflating all of the air from the BCD. Fully exhale and you will fall to the ground. Again, with your LPI, gently press the inflate button and add only a small amount of air into the BCD. Breathe in and check to see if you begin to rise. You may need to repeat this and press the inflate button again, adding a small amount of air. Breathe in and slowly begin to rise up. Continue using breath control to remain neutrally buoyant. Remember not to scull with your arms. Make sure your hands are steady. With control, continue breathing calmly, in and out. As you inhale, allow your body to gently rise up. And as you exhale, your body will begin to slowly fall. Repeat this a few times and pay attention to how your body responds to your breathing and affects your overall buoyancy. You may notice a slight delay in your buoyancy changes as you breathe in and out. Now we have better control over our neutral buoyancy. We will continue with our mask skills, beginning with clearing a fully flooded mask, mask removal and replacement, and breathing without the mask for 1 minute. In our last dive, we learned how to clear a partially flooded mask. And now we can take that exact same technique and apply it to clearing a fully flooded mask, and can be done in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Break the seal of the mask, allowing water to fill the inside completely. Once the mask is full of water, let go, allowing the mask to seal back to your face. Step 2. Apply pressure to the top frame of the mask. Look down to the ground and take a breath in. Step 3. Look up to the surface as you exhale through your nose at the same time. By blowing through your nose, the water will easily escape the bottom of the mask. Let go of the mask and resume normal breathing. Mask removal and replacement is one of the most important skills for all scuba divers. Begin by fully flooding your mask. Do this by breaking the seal and allowing the water to enter completely. Always do this first, and it will be much easier to take the mask off. Hold the mask in place with one hand while you remove the strap with your other hand. Bring the strap forward to the front of your face, and then use both hands to gently pull the mask away from your face. Remember to keep a firm grip on the mask and never let it go. When you're ready to replace the mask, with your left hand, feel for the snorkel, making sure that it's on the left side. With your right hand, feel for the nose pocket inside of the mask. Doing this will allow you to confirm the mask orientation is correct. Before replacing the mask, move the strap to the front so it doesn't get in the way. Remember to push your hair back, away from your face. Then place the mask back onto your face, ensuring a tight seal around the edge. Pull the strap back around your head and check to make sure that the strap isn't twisted. Now, all you need to do is clear the water from the mask. Simply press down on the top frame of the mask, look down and breathe in, and then look up to the surface as you exhale through your nose. Let the water clear from the mask and resume normal breathing. Now, we will practice breathing without a mask. In the unlikely event that you need to remove your mask underwater, it is crucial that you are able to remain breathing calmly and consistently while maintaining your buoyancy and depth. Begin by fully flooding the mask, filling it with water. Carefully remove your mask, holding onto it with one hand and removing the strap with your other hand. Remember to hold onto your mask firmly for the entire skill. Never let it go. Continue breathing through the regulator, inhaling and exhaling fully and completely. This is a timed skill. Keep breathing without the mask for 1 minute. When you're ready to replace the mask, move the strap to the front so it doesn't get in the way. Make sure it is in the correct position and press the mask against your face, ensuring a tight seal around the edge. Then pull the strap over the back of your head. Make sure the strap is not twisted. Finally, you already know how to clear the water from your mask. Apply pressure to the top frame of the mask, look down and breathe in, and then look up to the surface while you exhale through your nose. Do this and resume normal breathing. To finish things off, we will learn 2 air-related skills responding to air depletion, and indicating air supply accurately, followed by a 5-point ascent and helpful exit techniques. To help you prevent emergencies, we will simulate an air supply depletion situation, allowing you to identify an out-of-air emergency in a controlled setting and how to respond with the out-of-air signal. With control from the instructor, they will ask you to look at your pressure gauge. When you're ready to begin, they will inform you as they start to turn off your air supply. Continue breathing normally. You will begin to experience the sensation of an increase in effort to inhale. Watch the needle on the pressure gauge as it decreases to 0. Gradually, it will take more effort to breathe from the regulator. As the depletion occurs and you feel that increase in effort in breathing, give the out-of-air signal by making a giant sweeping motion across your neck. Your instructor immediately restores the air supply and you continue breathing normally. Look at the needle on the pressure gauge as it increases from 0 to the correct amount of air pressure, and watch it remains consistent as you breathe. Streamline your SPG and the skill is complete. In our previous dive, we learned how to check our submersible pressure gauge and communicate air supply. As a safe diver, you need to be regularly checking your air supply and begin developing the ability to predict how much air you normally use. To develop that ability, now in your second confined water dive, your instructor will ask for your remaining air supply. Remember, the signal for asking air is by tapping 2 fingers against a flat, open palm. Communicate your estimated air supply. In this case, the diver is signaling 180 bar. Your instructor will then ask for you to look at your SPG and communicate your actual air supply. To complete this skill successfully, you must guess correctly within 20 bar or 300 psi of the actual amount. In this case, the diver signals they have 170 bar. Learning how much air you breathe will help you plan safer dives, improve your breathing rate, and lower your air consumption. Let's look at one more example. After completing a few more skills, the diver believes they now have 140 bar. They check the SPG and inform the instructor they have 150 bar in the tank. They are within 20 bar of the actual amount, so the skill has been completed successfully. We are nearly complete with our second confined water dive. This is everything you need to know about the 5-point ascent, following the acronym STELA, STELA. Step 1. Signal OK to ascend. Step 2. Check your completed dive time. Step 3. Elevate your LPI with your left hand. Step 4. Look and listen, all around and up to the surface. Ensure you can ascend safely. Step 5. Ascend. Remember to raise your right hand and hold it above your head during the ascent. Maintain a safe and slow ascent with your buddy. Maximum ascent rate is 18 meters or 60 feet per minute. Just remember to always ascend very slowly, never faster than your smallest bubbles. Keep your finger over the deflate button on the LPI, ready to vent expanding air as needed. Continue looking up to the surface as you ascend. At the surface, fully inflate your BCD by pressing and holding the inflator button on the LPI. When the BCD is filled with air, switch from your regulator to your snorkel to complete the skill. Now, let's take a closer look at the proper exit techniques to get you out of the pool with assistance from your buddy. First, swim to a ladder in the shallow end. Because your instructor is teaching you excellent surface habits, you probably have your snorkel in. Before getting out of the water, switch from your snorkel to your regulator. Before climbing the ladder, you need to remove your fins. Get close to the ladder and with one hand, hold on to the handrail. Make sure you have a stable stance. Now, with your other hand, one at a time, carefully remove your fins and place them on the pool edge or pass them up to your buddy. Go slowly and make sure you don't lose your stability. Now you are ready to climb up the ladder. Hold on to both of the handrails and check to confirm your foot placement. Remember, after feeling weightless in the water, your tank and equipment may feel heavy on your body as you exit the water. Ensure you have a firm grip with both of your hands and proper footing on the ladder. Be prepared to feel that weight of the tank. If you are already out of the water, you can help your buddy as they climb up the ladder. Just remember to never pull or put any pressure on the first stage of the regulator. Hold by the tank valve only, ensuring the equipment is not damaged. With your dive complete, we can now disassemble our equipment so it is ready to be cleaned.